Three votes, Lingy. Cold in Canberra yesterday. Port are still hot.
Very, very cold in Canberra, but Port Adelaide just did the job they had to do. They got the win, 35 points. Sometimes that's all you got to do is go up there and get the win. It was cold, not a big crowd at Star Track Oval, and it was funny. It was a reasonably entertaining game. You see Reece Palmer snap the first goal of the game there. Jared Pollock, he was fantastic, 30 disposals and 3 goals. Port would just get out to a bit of a lead. Leon Cameron gave his troops a bit of a cook at quarter time and they responded really well. Port Adelaide would get out to a bit of a lead, GWS would fight back. Port Adelaide would get out to another lead, GWS would fight back. So I think that's a really good sign for GWS. While they'd rather be in front, they're really maturing as a team now. They're not letting the game get completely out of hand. Chad Wingard, this bloke can play. He is just all class, all Australian last year, quality footballer. And this is a rather easy one here for Jay Schultz to finish with, but he kick 6 goals and have a key forward stand up and kick 6 goals in a game like that is very, very important. The 3 things that I did learn from that game was Callan Ward sets a great example for his young GWS teammates. Hard, strong, works very, very hard. And the Giants, as I mentioned, they no longer fold when the chips are down. When Port Adelaide got in front, they kept fighting and they worked their way back into the game. And Jared Pollock, well, I reckon he could be the recruit of the year. He was outstanding. There was a big, big challenge between Port Adelaide and Adelaide, who was going to get his services coming back from Brisbane. And Port Adelaide were the team that won, and I'm understanding why now. He was terrific. 30 touches, kicked 3 goals. He's had a terrific year so far.
He's such a good player. But the 2 blokes that I guess the Tigers fans would be really kicking themselves at, Jay Schultz and also Matty White. He's electric speed. I don't know. It's just how do they let him go, I guess? Yeah,
well, you'd love Jay Schultz lining up next to Jack Riewoldt if you're a Tigers fan as that second key forward. And you mentioned Matty White. 20 touches and kicked 3 goals himself and genuinely quick. Tigers fans wouldn't be rapt seeing those 2 guys go about it yesterday in Canberra.
Now, Lingy, I want to ask about Jeremy Cameron. I saw a little bit of the game and he went and played back. What was the move there and how did he go in the back line?
Yeah, the move, I reckon, was to go on to Justin Westhoff and did a reasonably good job on him, Jeremy Cameron. I reckon it's a bit of Leon Cameron just having a look at Patton a couple of weeks ago in defence, Jeremy Cameron this week in defence, Boyd potentially in defence. Because when they're all old enough and they're mature enough and they're a good enough team, I don't think Boyd, Patton, Cameron all play in the forward line in the one side. I reckon he wants to know who the best defender out of that group of 3 is.
Who would you rather be coaching over the next 3 or 4 years, Brock? Giants or Suns?
No, I'm not interested in coaching, mate, so neither.
I'll ask a different question. Which is the better list, Giants or Suns?
Yeah, look, the Giants, both lists are pretty scary, but just looking at, all the draft picks that the Giants have had, you think they're, in a few years' time, they're going to be pretty scary to play against.